you guys? What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Welcome to the ICanB show, where we talk about everything we can be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back again on Monday. I am your host, ICB, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to be, here for another week in front of y'all, letting y'all know that everything is possible and you can be whatever you want to be at any time. Don't let the world put limits on you, because you are chosen. You are God's child. So, like, what? You can't have something like the world put limits on your father when he created the world. Like, this is my daddy house. Like, I don't even know what y'all talk about in this joint. Around this joint, like, I have full authority. I have full power in myself, in my environment, who I am, and, like, who I project to be, right? So, with that being said, we taking over for the rest of our lives. And we are just, making this paper, making this, like, concrete foundation for self. And we're doing what we got to do. So, I'm very grateful to be here on this fine Monday again. And y'all already know I don't waste time. I don't want to play around with y'all. So, we about to jump into our topic. So, our topic of the week is self-belief. Now, I have gone through a journey of self-belief. Being a kid and, like, being, like, highly creative and not feeling like I had a whole lot of affirmations around me, like affirmative people around me all the time, kind of, like, made me develop a complex towards my gifts. When you do something and people just, like, don't acknowledge it, like, as a kid, you don't see the purpose in that, or you don't see the value in that, or you don't see the weight in that. So you can think that there is no, value there. But I come to tell you that's not the truth. At the end of the day, like, if God gave you something, like I said, it's your authority. It's your, boundless ability to be and to create and to love yourself. So what am I talking about, right? Ivana, like, what are you saying? I'm here to give you a few steps on self-belief and, like, how to really accept who God made you to be. Like, and for real, the first step today is just accepting that God chose you. Accepting that God chose you. Now, you are wonderfully and beautifully created, and God knew who you were before you were in your mother's womb. So if God knew who you were before you were born into this world, why is his opinion not trumping everything that you see around you? Don't carry everything you've seen in this world and your experiences in this world, endure the people who didn't affirm you in this world, endure the people who talk down to you in this world. Don't carry that on your back as a part of your purpose, because it's not. Like, it's a winding phase. Like, it's not your destiny. It's just a winding phase preparing you for what God really has for you. Now, you are beautifully and wonderfully made. So you have to understand that, like, if God knew you before you were in your mother's womb, he already predestined gifts, talents, abilities, godlike attributes. He made you, he created you in his image. So if he created you in your image, in his image, then we have to come to realization with our wants and our needs in life and our true desires and our dreams, because they were not given to us for no reason. Okay? I don't want to be that corny person to be like, if you want to know somebody's dreams, like, go to a graveyard, but it's like, why not turn up while you here? Like, why not live your best life? Why not show up and constantly be in revelation of what God has for you? He has a beautiful, wonderful life for his beautifully and wonderfully created child. So I think that it's important for us to truly dive in to what God has for us and what he already said is ours, right? So we're talking about authority again, like stepping up as God's child. Like, what can't I do? What? Because I'm going to try. I'm going to try. And I'm going to just step into it without shame or guilt, without imposter syndrome, without feeling like I'm less than anybody else in the room, because that's not fair to who you are and who you was in the womb, because you are a seed child, a planted one. So just love yourself and give yourself some fun and the chance to run any marathon you choose, because you are wonderfully created and you do what it do. Hey, 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 you do what it do. Hey, 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 you do what it do. So, yeah, don't carry what you've seen in this world and the things that you've seen and experienced in this world. Don't carry it with you like it's your destiny, it's your end route. You done, you out for the count because things happen to you. No, you are here living an earthly experience, living a human experience. Your flesh, your wounds, all of it is for the purpose of God. Like, they say your greatest pain has purpose right on the other side of it. So when we sit down and we really start taking an inventory of our life, an inventory of the things that we can turn from pain into power, then we truly hit a precipice in our ability to express our souls in whatever platform, in whatever talent, gifts, abilities, in whatever way that God has planted you. He wants you to express your soul, because your soul comes from Him. Your spirit, the Holy Spirit, comes from Him. He is your father. He is your daddy, and He is rooting you on. Daddy don't want you to come in the room and act like you scared to show up and show off. No, your father is there rooting you on. He telling you, don't be scary. Don't be scary. So if daddy rooting you on, if daddy wants you to show up as your best self, then do that. Okay? Because that's what we're doing for the rest of our lives. We're taking it a hold, and we're not acting scared, and we're not partying like we don't have something to create and build, because God is the ultimate creator. So if God is the ultimate creator and He created you in His image, then you have the power and the authority to wield anything you want to see in this world. Okay? As long as it's within God's order, His principle for your life. Okay? So please don't give up on what God gave you, on those dreams, that purpose that you have. When you lay up at night, you're like, yo, I really want to experience this. I really see myself here. I really love ... Whatever you love, if it's healthy, right? It's pointing you in a direction of self, and it's important to pay attention to you in this world. Like, because there's always something around us that we can consume. But when you consume, you sort of like dim your light, because you put in your fire everywhere else. And you're like, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? No, like, keep your fire burning. Like, keep your fire lit up and bright. And that comes with practice and self-actualization, right? So everything that you've, sorry y'all to repeat, but the things that have happened in your life that you feel like are deterring you from really living in your own like sense of self-belief and really going for your dreams, I just want you to know that it is a winding phase, and God wants you to have a certain backbone for where He is sending you, for what He has for you. So everything that you learn along the way, every experience that you have, whether you put yourself in that situation or somebody else put you in that situation, vice versa, right? All of it is showing you like how to deal with pain and triumph, because it is just pain and triumph you need to thank God for, because He's building up your armor in this worldly realm, because our spirits, as I said last week, are sensitive. Like, we come from a perfect place into this ghetto world, okay? They be doing all types of stuff here, okay? It's really kind of scary, okay? But with the armor of God, we can restore the light of the world, and we can really, just Like, move with open hearts and be a reflection of God. Feel like God. Have the same energy as God. You know, Daniel, when he was in the lion's pit, he didn't get eaten because he had the energy of God. He had the covering of God on him. Don't touch, my anointed one. Confirmation. Anyway, but don't touch my anointed one. Nobody, they gonna know. When you walk up in that joint with that godly energy, they gonna know. Okay? So just know that whatever is stopping you from actualizing what you want to actualize in life is just prompting you to go against that tide, to build a backbone so that you can be strong enough to carry the gifts that God has given you. Okay? You know, they say that with every blessing, there's a burden. And that's true. But it's cool. With every burden, there's a blessing. It's duality. It's simplicity here in life. Okay? So we just got to trust God and allow him to give us grace. So I just want you to know, like, number 2 is like, I'm not all over the place, but the next thing I want to really talk about is your gift is not going to look like anybody else's. So please do not shrink yourself. Your gift is unique to you. Your perfect pitch, your perfect tone might not sound like what you have heard recorded. Every song that you sing don't gotta sound exactly like the recorded version of that. It don't gotta sound like Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sound like Ivana. You gotta sound like, because that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to see. We're looking to express our souls, right? Be close to the beautiful, radiant essence of who you are. We want to know, who are you? So with that being said, you got to test your gifts. Like, put them to the limits. Practice them every day. Practice them in practical ways as well. Like, just walking down the street, or, if you like to dance, just dance in your house. Dance going to work. Put some rhythm in your run. Whatever that you want to manifest within yourself and bring out and let grow, you become obsessed with it. Okay? Become obsessed with getting to know yourself. Become obsessed with testing your own boundaries in a healthy way. Become obsessed with pushing your talents to the limits and seeing how far you could go, and seeing how much you can make an impact, and seeing how you can cultivate your gifts, and seeing how you can combine and divine any hidden truths about you. Okay? So I just want everybody to know, your gifts is going to look and be unique to you. And they're going to come after you, obviously have that self-belief, and it's practicing it, putting it out there, taking it from your mind and your soul and putting it out there into the worldly realm, into the material space, so that it can be felt and we can experience true soul and true wisdom and true spirit, because you chose to trust in who God made you to be. So practice builds confidence. That's really the big one. So put your craft to the test. Join programs and environments that allow you to use your gifts, diplomatic, creative, expressive gifts that you bring to the table, and let them develop. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Practice don't make perfect, but practice makes confidence. After a while, you're like, yo, I know how to do that. Whatever you're talented in, the more you practice it, the more you realize, all right, this is like driving a car. This is like putting something in motion. I can do this without calculating every last move. I'm graced for this. I'm graced for this. So just make sure that you are just diving in, practice, obsessed with your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and you're doing what you got to do for you. Okay? Because that's fun. You know what I mean? You are the vibe. You're your own vibe. You are your own vibe. Okay? All of us. Be confident, be bold, you know. No one will see or know you if you don't first show up for yourself. So that's part of showing up for yourself. Practicing your art. Practicing what you're good at. Like, stop looking around you and thinking that's the environment. No, you set the tone for your life. You set the rhythm. You set the love. You set the expectation. You set the standard for your life. So do it unapologetically. Okay? Your gifts will make room for you. Now, when I say you never know who's watching, when you're walking down the street, when you're eating cotton candy on a beautiful Sunday day, you never know who's watching. So if you have a tone that's on your spirit that you want to sing, sing, baby. If you have a rhythm to you and you want to dance, dance. You know, the people who are supposed to see your light, they will see it in that very moment. It could be a homeless person just seeing you like live your best life, and they be like, "Yo, I'm putting myself in position that God chose for me. I'm doing what I need to do for God." So that's a blessing. And I think that it's important for us to really just open up our hearts and open up our perspectives to the stage and the environment that's all around us. Like, there is constant ways that you can use your gifts and get feedback in a way that helps you grow as an artist, or grow as a businessman, or grow as I was gonna say entrepreneur. But yeah, so be confident, be bold, and you can do this, man. I'm trying to tell you. Nobody not gonna respect you until you respect yourself. That's why I tell you, like, your gift will make room for you, but it has to come out of you first in a constant vibration of strength and holiness and power and authority and revelation and discovery of self. Yeah. So create goals that align with your wants and needs. This is a great way of kind of tracking, you know, your abilities and like where you are at tapping into which ability that you choose to tap into at that moment. So it's really important to, you know, put yourself on the map. The map could be a calendar. Write it down, baby. Make it plain. Say it is what it is. Drop it low. Pick it up slow. In the name of Jesus. In the name of the Lord. In the name of yourself, girl. Make it poppin', okay? So, and that goes hand in hand with just creating a lifestyle around you that hits the marks to develop your purpose. Like, you know what you want in life. The things that you want, your desires are pointing you to the steps that you need to take to have a life around you that you want. If you want to live in a high rise, live somewhere high up with a nice view. Find something. Or go on a roof and chill. Look down. You know what I'm saying? Get in the energy of it. So y'all heard that before. I'm sure you have. And if you haven't, you are hearing it today. So, yeah, like, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, right? And we just want to make sure that we are actualizing ourselves at every moment and at every turn, actualizing who God made us to be, having the self-belief to know that, hey, not only did God choose me, right? I know that I am unique. I'm not going to look like anybody else, and that my gift will make room for me. I don't have to try to fit in. I don't have to like chase or be pressed for anything, because what's for you, you will attract. What's for you will come towards you. What's for you loves you and wants to be around you, and is like looking for your talents, looking for your strengths, your gifts. Make room for you. They're looking for you in the room. They're calling out for you. They're searching for you. And if you don't self-actualize who you are, if you don't have that self-belief, then we're never going to see what God put in you, and that's a disservice. That's a threat to humanity. That's a threat to your spiritual life. How can you flourish when your spirit is suppressed? Real moment. Your spirit's suppressed. You're shrinking yourself. You're not living in your true dreams and your true purpose, and you're not like you trying to be like Bobby, Jack, Jim, and Joe, you trying to be a copycat replica of somebody else, then we don't experience that. That kid doesn't see you living your full glory. Someone doesn't know how to heal from something because God was giving you simple steps on how to evolve, but you fell into the concept of a world that you were created, born into, to make an impact, to like be something, like you're an actual thing, right? Like, so plants do things, ants do things, animals do things. They have a process, they have a system, right? And I think that we have to acknowledge our process. We have to acknowledge our system, or we'll get stuck on a level, on the merry-go-round, and you just like, you stress because you want the joint to go down so you can get off that joint, go get you some cotton candy. You know what I'm saying? But you're just like stuck at a certain level on the let's go. But you're just stuck on a certain level in life. So yeah, you're gonna have pain. Yeah, you're gonna have anguish. Yeah, you're gonna be stressed because God is trying to uproot you from that environment. If God is trying to change something in you by asking you to just step into who He made you to be, believe in yourself, then I think that's a good thing. So if you is like being kind of shuffled around, that's because God is trying to shake something off you so you can stand up straight in this world and have that backbone we were just talking about. So that is my I Can Be Mondays, where we talk about everything we could be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back again on Monday. Remember to believe in yourself. Remember to believe in your gifts, and just know like you are like in the spiritual realm. If you're not actualizing the gifts that God gave you, we are suffering. Like, we need y'all to step up to the plate and like really take a hold of the power that's in you so we can evenly distribute the weight of the world and restore what God has for us, which is a safe environment, a loving environment, a garden of Eden, a kingdom, a purposeful way, a purposeful destiny and dignity. Okay? So, yes, I love you guys all so much. Until next time, grace, namaste, agape, love.